Hi, I'm Phillip Skipwith. I'm a new faculty member in the biology department at the University of Kentucky, and my research focuses on the evolution of vertebrates. Specifically, I reconstruct phylogenetic trees using phylogenomic data sets, that is, data sets of thousands, hundreds or thousands of loci. And I also really am interested in macroevolutionary questions regarding the tempo of speciation, how species form, and the relationship between speciation and trait diversification. The system that I do all of this in are squamate reptiles, and that includes lizards and snakes. Here in my hand, I have an Australian monitor lizard called Varanus acanthurus. And this is just one of 10,000 species of lizard and snake in the world. Lizards and snakes account for the highest number of species of amniotes and also the most phenotypically diverse group of amniotes. And they range in size from a few millimeters in length to over 30 feet. So there's a wide range of diversity. There's a lot of opportunities to understand the influence of biogeography, the influence of how traits evolve, or influence species formation. And to do this, I use a combination of molecular data, first to reconstruct evolutionary relationships. In the future, I'll be using whole genomes to understand what parts of the genome influence which traits that evolve. And lastly, I use a combination of phenotypic traits ranging from external morphology to internal morphology, as you can see on the CT scan on the computer screen behind me. So it's a broad range of questions that I'm addressing in my lab using a broad range of data sets. As like I said, I'm a brand new faculty member, so I don't actually have any students yet, but I'm hoping that students that would join my lab would be able to engage with me and with their peers with weekly lab meetings. And also, I would hope to be able to mentor my students by having weekly one-on-one meetings to discuss their research projects. And students that will come to my lab will probably be drawn to the same thing that interested me when I applied to the University of Kentucky, which are the broad research interests of the department. There are a number of researchers who do research similar to myself, but there are also people who do behavior and whole genome research regarding regeneration. So it's a very diverse department, which is a great asset to any researcher. And lastly, like I said, I don't have any students currently, but I would imagine any students joining my lab would have really similar research interests and would really just enjoy natural history. So I think the thing that I would find the most interesting as a grad student coming to my lab would be the opportunity to geek out and go looking for reptiles or amphibians in the field and birding and stuff like that, because Kentucky has a great wildlife diversity.